Hello and welcome to the first episode of my Ultimate Ironman Progress series. I've never really played an Ultimate before, or at least not past the first 5 minutes of an account, but I started this account with the intention to record and make a video, but about a day in, it ended up just as an AFK account while I played on my group Ironman. In the background, you'll see that I mostly just logged on to just do agility with the goal of getting 70 before really getting into the game mode, simply because of how crucial the run energy is at the start of an account. And at 70 specifically, the agility pyramid, as far as I remember, becomes a no-fail, so it's a no prep needed money source, which is great for the start of an account. I did end up with just a few starter clips that are running down below in the right-hand corner, but there's nothing really too noteworthy apart from simply a couple of starter quests and one beginner clue before I started on agility. The first main goals for at least the first few episodes will be to unlock full graceful on our way to 70 agility, probably move our way onto what you'd normally do on a starter Ironman, and maybe even shoot for 8300 if we can manage to stay focused for that long. And then probably onto unlocking some more storage items in a player-owned house, but how we'll do that, who knows? We're probably getting a bit ahead of ourselves now, so we'll probably just crack on with the episode with where we messed up and undercalculated. So I'll speak to you in just a minute. So I may have said we undercalculated, but it seems we overcalculated. I thought for some reason in my head that it was about 360 marks of grace for full graceful, but when checking it's 260 I think it was, so we've ended up with 79 extra marks of grace, which is fine because we were going for 70 anyway and that's what we got. But because we're just so close, it kind of makes me want to go for a recolor. Now recolors do cost 90 marks of grace, and I really did want to knock out Druidic Ritual at the start of this episode, but it needs must. And if we've got extra, we may as well clear the inventory space, do an extra hour of agility now, while we're still in the mood for it. As you can see in the clip, just got a cheeky little woodcutting level. Normally when I fall down, I'm going to regen health, as we are still 10 HP. I just chop some logs, because at the end of the day, we are going to need some woodcutting, some fire making. I think we're at about 39 fire making at the minute, and for some reason, over the last month, while I've been doing agility on the account, I dropped my tinderbox at some point, and I'm too lazy to go and get another one. So we're about 40 minutes in here, and I've just had a horrible realization that you can't just buy the recolor. You do need 100% favor, which means we're going to have to box out one of the favors. As for which one, normally you'd probably say Hesidius is the first one, or Piscarilius, whatever. But on an Ultimate Ironman, everything becomes a bit more awkward. So I'd say we're probably gonna go for Arceus. It's a nice little purple color. It's different. You don't normally see such dark graceful at the start of the game. So yeah, I think we'll go with Arceus. Unfortunately, that does mean a bigger detour from Druidic Ritual, but, you know, gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. We'll go and do another 20 minutes or so of agility here just to get the last couple of marks of grace we need. And yeah, then we'll fire on over to Arceus, do Client of Corrend, get the favor certificate, because I'm pretty sure it might still give double favor gain. I'm not sure if they just implemented that into that's the base rate now, but we'll go and do that anyway because we may as well. And yeah, we'll go and trade in some books for some magic XP, as that's probably going to be quite useful when killing a lot of the early quest bosses. I say bosses, they're like level 13 bears. So yeah, we'll train a bit of magic maybe first, maybe find a quest or so, maybe Witch's Potion, and yeah. If I'm not mistaken, this should be our last mark of grace that we've needed. It wasn't even that bad. It was literally just over, or around about an hour, just to get these last 12 that we needed. So let's make our way over to Corrend. Go and do a cheeky little, not even a real quest, let's be honest. And yeah, have a wander about Zaya for the last time in our pleb-colored graceful, and go and get ourselves a cheeky little purple upgrade. Have a little laugh at me in the clip here as I struggle to figure out how the hell to get to core end on a low level account. As you can see, I go to the mini games tab for some reason, and yeah, just kind of lose it and end the clip, so you'll never know how I got there. So anyway, here we go, starting off the Climb to Core End mini quest. I did forget that this is not the Trailblazer League like the last time I think I did this quest, and I could have just bought a feather in the Ports Are In fishing shop. No spoilers, that is how I got here, but yeah. So we're going to walk over to this chicken pen here, kill a chicken, the first kill of anything really on the account. Grab a feather, have a wander around the rest of the region, have a great time, hopefully not run out of run energy. And yeah, we'll be back when we're back finishing the quest. Okay, I lied. So the first kill of anything on the account, we get a beginner clue scroll. Hopefully it's better than the first beginner, which made me log off for about a week because it was a cowl and I think it was an oak longbow. I won't lie to you, I do forget to do this until the end of the episode, so feel free to glance at that thing in the inventory for the next 5 or 10 minutes, however long this episode's going to be. Yeah, let's go and actually do the quest this time. Definitely not getting sidetracked again as I spy an orange dye in the clothes shop where we're going to end up recoloring our graceful. Probably a good idea to pick it up. I do pick it up now, but then I pretty much immediately drop it. Just for the Goblin Diplomacy quest, save us messing about a little bit later on. I do swear I don't steal that wizard hat at any point and then drop it again. I honestly must have depleted that shop's stock of wizard hats by about 6 every time I've run past doing this quest. And there we go, about 20 minutes of walking and wandering and picking things up, realizing I can't store anything and dropping them later, and we finished Client of Core End. It gives us 2 extra lamps that we can keep in our inventory for God knows how long. Put our favored certificate on Piscarilius, as you do as an Iron Man. Wield the book, just why not? Fashion is fashion. Yeah, and as you'll see, I drop the orange dye, pick it up later. And one last detour before we go and get our favor. We're going to head back over to Ports Are In, grab a couple of bits that we need for Witch's Potion to get us some starting magic levels and make our way back over. The reason we want to get them first is more so that the books do give you XP scaled on your level, and we're not going to be there for all that long, but we may as well get an extra 4 or 5 levels out of it just by getting the 4 or 5 levels we'll get from this. So we'll polish this quest off real quick here, and then finally make our way over, get our favor, hopefully have a good time, and make our way over to Druidic Ritual. I swear to God we're going to do it at this episode at one point. But for now, there's 4 magic. Does put us up to level 4 combat, which is what it is. We'll probably end up doing 43 prayer in the bone at some point. So we finally made our way over and got all of the books we could get. Let's see how many we can get in one go. Should be a nice little hit of dopamine. Normally you can get about 6 or 7 before going back, and nope, this time we get 2. Great. Okay, let's try again. We've got everything back again. Let's get more than 2 this time, please. That would be nice. 1. Never any run energy. Oh, you are taking them. Oh. Okay, 3rd try is the charm. We're here for a good time and hopefully a long time. Let's go. At least more than 2. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. He's normally the bad one. Please. Oh, baby, we're on a roll. Okay, never mind. Guess I'll die. I don't know how many times I might have done favor this way, but I don't think I've ever had such a bad start as I do here. Normally, you know, it normally takes about 10, maybe 20 minutes to get full favor here, but obviously with limited inventory space and already having half of it full, I suppose I can't just hoard everything as I normally would. Just gonna learn the teleport spell, even though we're nowhere near just from this. I'm pretty sure there's another book that starts the Soul Bearer quest, or the quest to get the Soul Bearer. It doesn't look like that one. So yeah, that's the one. So if you read this one, in case you didn't know, read it all the way through. That's the first step to the mini quest to get the Soul Bearer, which will bank your heads. And just now saying that out loud, I realized that that's not really a thing on this account. So yeah, anyway, we'll carry on doing this until we get 100%. Let's cash these in now. Oh, of course, we only get about 2 in before we go back. Well, let's cash these in anyway and see what we get to from level 4. It's always nice cashing them in when you can get them in one go. It just shoots you up in level. What are we going for? Juicy, level 8. Hopefully we should be maybe like at least 13 so we get Fire Strike before we finish this grind. Another little input of dopamine here, getting 13, nice and easy. It was literally the inventory afterwards. And last but not least, this should be the last book. It's not the last book. Okay, hold on. Okay, so that's the last book that we need for 100% favor. Buzzing that we can finally cash them all in, go and get our Graceful, and definitely not get distracted along the way and go and do Druidic Ritual. 100% not gonna happen. So let's cash these in, see what we get. Hoping for anywhere around 20 would be nice. What we get?
21.
21. Okay, decent. Not so bad. Let's go and recolor our Graceful and look fly while we do everything else in the game. I always forget that this is one at a time. It's always a pain, especially on a late game Ironman when you come back and decide I'm going to use all of the Graceful and get all the different colors. Which is, yeah, not the greatest way, Jagex. Not the greatest way. But you know what? I think that'll look pretty damn good. I don't think I've ever worn the purple Graceful before, but I like it. So, let's go and finish off Druidic Ritual, which involves a little bit of killing things, so we'll just scout around the map, go and find a bear cub and a rat. Maybe buy a couple of Fire Strike casts with the little money that we've got. Go and finish this off so we can use these 3 lamps and get nice and clear. And I didn't forget the orange dye, and I'm definitely not stealing that wizard hat on the way out. Honest. Don't look. Suckers. So here we are, just going to finish off the Druidic Ritual, dip the things in. I always forget that on a low HP account, a lot of these skeletons are aggro, and you've got to spam click this gate as fast as you can to get in, and then we're home free. But them 2 little guards outside could probably deal enough damage that a skeleton could one-hit me, so I think, yeah, we're probably going to world hop first. It's probably the smarter idea. Is it? Yeah, okay, so that de-aggroes them. I never realized that they just turn back into ornaments after that. Never realized they didn't even have legs. So let's get out of here, let's finish up Druidic Ritual, get a little cheeky bit of Herblore XP afterwards. And this should be it, our first goal on the account. 70 agility and Druidic Ritual, which took all of 2 months to complete. So with that done, let's cash these lamps in that I've had in my inventory. Well, I've had one of them in my inventory forever. And what do we get from them? Thank you for that, right, for dancing his way. 11 Herblore is not bad. That is a lot higher than I thought we would end up getting. So we still have that clue in the inventory, as you can see, but that'll have to be a little treat for the start of next episode. With that, yeah, it's been quite a short episode, but obviously you've got to imagine that there's 70 agility in there. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.